Hello, everyone. Welcome to Y.E.A.S.T, your energetic, authentic self today. I am Hope.
I'm Sheila.
This is Joy.
All right, today we're going to talk about luck. Sheila, what's in your mind when you hear the word luck?
For me, I'm not sure I'm a firm believer in luck. I just think you put things in the universe and it's captured and it happens.
I like that. What about you, Joy?
Well, let's start with Tuesday. It's February 22nd, 2022, and it's also the 22nd day of the Lunar New Year. So a lot of people think, well, that's luck for today.
Oh, I also heard today is Tuesday, so there's a 2 there as well.
Exactly. See how many twos are there.
Okay, is that luck? Is that not luck?
Coincidence, divine
Oh.
intervention, planning. It's how the calendar works.
It only takes 1,000 years to get here.
Yeah. So Sheila, you said you don't really believe in luck. Tell us more about that.
Well, Hope, I'll give you an example. Before I met my husband, I've told this story to multiple friends, family members, they know. I was in a relationship, decided to end that relationship, and it was a matter of, I truly prayed that if it was God's will for me to be in another relationship, I made a list, right? And multiple things on that list, the have tos, the nice to have, okay, if I get it, great, if not, fine. And that was it. I was specific in what I wanted. And the short of it is I met my husband, Gail, but part of those things that I wanted was someone who was a Michigan State fan, as big of a fan as I am. He's a Michigan State grad. So he's there. He's a Michigan State grad and a fan, because there are some Michigan State grads that are University of Michigan fans.
Oh, I agree with you. We are Buckeyes, so.
I know, that's why I put it out there, ladies. And part of that list, part of that request, putting it into the universe, if you will, was that whomever I met, that they would love to, I'll say, use their hands, be handy, love to remodel, do work around the house, because that's something I enjoyed as well. And Gail loves that. At one point, he had his builder's license. I wanted someone who, was a professional, if you will, someone that I did not have to support. So someone who was hardworking, all of that. His background is in engineering. Someone who has a great sense of humor, in essence, keep me laughing. Most days he meets that requirement. So those are, was more on the list, but that was an example where I prayed, call it putting in the universe, and we met. And as we talked and got to know each other, we learned that our paths crossed in multiple ways, even as we were high schoolers. And then, he was married previously. His son played rocket football. My son played rocket football. Our paths would have crossed in that way, just multiple ways. So I say that to say, is it luck or just universe, life happening from that standpoint?
That's very impressive. It's not easy to find the love of your life.
Whoa, I didn't say it was that. No, I'm kidding. I just said he met certain requirements. Love of my life was not on the list.
I know you have some reservation. I know you're not that open extrovert as I am. So I just say it for you, okay, on your behalf.
Well, thank you. Okay, fine.
Very lovely story.
So Joy,
Not
do
making
you
it up.
have
True story.
any story to share?
Well, I do know, I heard a lot of times actually people thinking I am lucky in many ways. I am blessed to have a lot of things in my life for sure. But every time when I heard about me being lucky, and I feel like, okay. For example, I'm in this data science career track, which is kind of like a golden age for this career. And a lot of people keep asking me, like, how can you be so lucky that you choose a career like this? And when you are mature, and this is like a golden age of it. So my answer is, that's interesting how you think about it, because 20 years ago, there wasn't such career track existed. When I was learning statistics and all my friends was worried or were worried about me, like, Joy, what would you do when you grow up, when you are spending so much on numbers, on statistics? If you're lucky, maybe the university will hire you to be the teacher. That's all you can do. But I still love numbers as I was. And I continue my passion to statistics all these years until the data science started, until, this age of gold for the data science. So for all of you sisters and listeners out there, I wanted to say is that, am I lucky to be on this career? Oh, I just follow my passion to be here.
That's very interesting. And I cannot say that you're lucky because I know you for a number of years. I know your passion. But for people who are not familiar with you, they would say you're so lucky you're in such a great field. But what they didn't see is behind the scene, your work, your passion, and the amount of effort you put in. And I actually have one myself, a story, a little different than all of yours. So 2018, I actually went through a leadership training here in Central Ohio. It's called a Central Ohio IT Leadership Program. How I got into that leadership program, I would say even myself will feel lucky. I feel lucky that I was in that program, even got to know about that program. So how it all started is when I attended a Women in Technology conference, and I saw this gentleman, and his name is Doug McCullough, and he gave a presentation, and he's from the city that I live in. And I really loved his presentation style. Like, he's really calm. You know me, I'm kind of passionate and using my hands all the time. So I really attract to people who are really calm and they take their pace. So I went to talk to him. I said, I really enjoy your style. And we just chatted. And that's it. And then several months later, and he emailed me saying, hey, I know about this leadership program. Would you be interested in? Of course, I'm interested in. I'm always interested in learning. So from there, I take that leadership training, gained a lot, learned a lot. I wouldn't say that this whole thing is I just got lucky, right? It's like one event leading to another one. So I guess I feel that all of us don't believe in pure luck. We think there's something behind the scene that people are working on, or they're communicating to the universe, this is what I want, this is what I like, and then we got it, and maybe considered by other people as luck.
And that's great. Thanks for sharing with that, Hope. And as you're talking, for me, luck may also look like an awareness of opportunity, and having that confidence. So as you're observing him and thinking, wow, I want to be like him and have that skill set, it's seeing that opportunity, seizing that opportunity, and having the courage to go and just chat and you being you, making an impression in such a way that when the next opportunity for the leadership program came up, that he thought of you and reached out in that manner. So it's planting a seed in a way, just seeing where that goes and recognizing when that seed sprouts into opportunity that you're plucking it and running with it.
Yeah, I also want to mention just using your phrase of planting a seed. At that point, I myself didn't even know that I was planting a seed, right? It's kind of just naturally it happened. So I like what you said, planting a seed, even subconsciously.
Sure, absolutely. And the universe assisting along the way,
Yay.
putting it out there and
Mhm.
trusting.
I think that there's also the other perspective, right? Like in all the three cases, we're in the middle of it. Sometimes from the outsider perspective, when we look at other people, I can see when we think that's lucky and we are going to stop asking, what did he or she do? What does it take to get there? Because the moment we think, that's just pure luck, and we're going to stop thinking really how to make that happen. So I feel like from the other perspective, thinking using the word luck may not serve us if that's something we wanted to achieve.
I
Agreed.
love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that. I think in terms as well, like you both know that I was a single parent, had my kids very young. And I recall as I went back to college to finish my degree and things seemed to just happen, right? People would make comments, wow, you're lucky. You're so fortunate. Wow, you're lucky to get that opportunity. And once again, I'm thinking, luck has nothing to do with it. There's a lot of hard work and commitment here. I didn't sit back just, hoping, wishing that things would happen. I had to make sure that I not only worked full time and put myself through school, I had to do those things in order for other things to happen, other opportunities as they would present themselves to me, seizing those and, knowing that it's the next best opportunity, if you will, for me. And luck had very little to do with it.
I know.
So what you mentioned actually reminded me. One thing is Joy mentioned, if we treat someone, whether it's their success or their achievement as their luck, and it's kind of, we are not going to take the opportunity to learn from them. But on the other hand, if the people who are successful being called just lucky, it's kind of also diminish their effort. Doesn't make them feel good.
Absolutely. It can take away from what they have, how hard they've worked to accomplish what they've accomplished.
Yeah. And I smile because thinking about the lottery, right? That's probably the most frequent place people think about being lucky. Somebody bought a ticket. But based on the experiences, right? You got to make the effort. You got to buy that ticket. You got to keep that ticket. And you got to make the effort to know what's the number of it. So, from the probability perspective, you got to buy a lot of tickets in order to make that happen. So even lottery is not even pure luck.
Oh, I love that.
That's a great point.
It is. It is. You have to take the time. And I don't know if I've said it to you, my friends, but I know I've said it to others that I probably will not ever be that person to win the lottery because I don't put forth the effort, take the time. I'll say to stop. I know folks can play the lottery online. I'm not going to do that. For me, it's going into the store. And if I'm driving home after work, it's, oh, wow, the Mega Millions is up to 400 million. oh, I'm too lazy to win because I'm not going to stop and go in. So it to your point, you have to take the time, you have to stop. There's a commitment there to even get to
Yeah.
that point. So I agree. It's not 100% pure luck.
I know. And keeping that money is hard too.
Mhm.
Love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. So what I think I learned today is other people think it's pure luck. It may not be. We do not see the hard work, the effort behind that. So it's almost like from now on, when we want to say to somebody, you're so lucky, we probably want to slow down, ask ourselves, is that person purely lucky or there's something else going on? What can we learn from that experience? What do you want to add?
Mhm.
I will add, for me, it's asking, in those situations, acknowledging, first of all, good for you. What did it take for you to get here or accomplish what you've accomplished? Just asking those questions that we know to ask as coaches, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I guess, if I meet someone consider being lucky, and I definitely wanted to congratulate, something great is happening. And then definitely I'm curious about the effort and the commitment behind it, because that's what I respect most.
Okay, I think that's what my takeaway today. Next time when I say you're so lucky, I'm gonna think again. Oh, I would say you worked so hard.
Yeah. Love it. Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Thank you for listening to us. This is Y.E.A.S.T, your energetic, authentic self today. We'll see you next time. Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.